Okay, so what I decided to do in the end is just use some offcuts of wood and put the legs on, and that should give a bit of vibration reduction, and through the rubber that it's on. I've oversized this. I was going to push it further in at the back and maybe use the back to rest things on. I may even screw the air pump onto that at the back. It's on little rubber mounts with little holes for screws. But whilst I was doing these feet, I don't know whether this is going to work, but I realised that this switch that's been placed here to isolate the jogging up and down buttons, it actually fouls. I don't think you're going to be able to see in there. No, probably not. But the long thread of this actually fouls this button's wiring, so that's not a lot of use, especially if you don't know it. The other thing is I took this door off to get access, and I'm assuming this is supposed to be some sort of earth, but frankly that is appalling. I hate to say it, but as this sort of thing, electronics is my background, maintenance and repair, that is totally unacceptable if that's supposed to be any sort of an earth. The paint's got to be scraped off both sides. You've got to have locking washers. Yeah, that's a complete fail, I'm afraid, guys. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be moving these pieces of wood across, and probably screwing the air assist pump onto that. I can then pull it out far enough so I can literally just get underneath there for maintenance if I need to, laser. What I'll do is, once all this is in position, I'll push it back in a little bit further. We'll run the water pump and we'll just have a look at the water in the CO2 tube, and just make sure that whatever this is, level or not, we'll make sure that the CO2 tube is clear of any bubbles. We've got the we've got the pump, the venting 6-inch extractor fan pump. I keep calling it a pump, it's a fan, extractor fan, come on. That's there, that arrived today. There's a controller on it, but it's just the knob that you dial. So if I ever need to dial it up or down, I'll just have to reach under here and adjust it. I was going to go for one of the ones with the LED module, but they seem to be for time delays and humidity and all that sort of nonsense, and really I just want to be able to turn it on and adjust the speed. So yeah, there we go, that's where we are at the moment. We'll get on with this, and yeah, I think I'm going to have to move that. I mean, it's ridiculous that it fouls the threads. Somebody didn't quite think about that. Not everyone's going to want these legs down all the way. I really want them up all the way, apart from a little bit of levelling. And the fact that that is fouling the wiring where there's about an inch of thread left, is not okay. And that, I'm afraid, is just ridiculous. Anyway, all stuff that I'll sort out myself. Right, so just to show you, this is a 5-minute job. We have used the Dremel just to take the paint off. We've taken the paint off the other side. We've slightly increased the hole size to 5mm. We've now got a nice chunky Allen bolt that will go through there. And you can see that will be clearly in really good contact with the metal. On the other side we're going to use a nylock nut, and with the wiring you can see hopefully that we've bared back that insulation. That insulation was going underneath this bigger nut, so yeah, no use like that. So I've bared the insulation right the way back, and now we're going to get full contact on the sheet metal of this. So yeah, that's the way to do it. Wish I had some touch-up paint the same colour, but there you go. And the final result, and that cannot now go anywhere. So happy with that, and we'll move on to the next parts. Mainly, I think, moving this. Okay, so taken the switch out, we've labelled each wire as we took it out. I've blanked that off like I've blanked that one off, and this switch is to turn the platform on and off, so it makes sense to me to put it right there, and then it's probably more obvious what it's actually for, because down there you could easily think that was the on-off switch, whereas the on-off switch is right at the back there, which yeah, it's probably fine, but I would have preferred it somewhere more accessible. Anyway, so yeah, taking it out, blanked it off, just going to drill this out here, and there's nothing behind. I've put a towel in there to catch any swarf, and we're just going to drill that through there.